Thank you very much. A big thank you again, Desert Oasis Healthcare, for your generous contribution. $15,000 going to Find Food Bank. It's all going to go to people who could really use that help. You can join them in helping Find Food Bank, calling that number again on your screen to donate. You do it now, you do it all the way tonight up till 11 o'clock. We're excited to have another big announcement, a special announcement being made here during our Find Food Bank Telethon tonight. The CEO of Morongo Basin Healthcare District, Jackie Combs, and the COO, Cindy Schmall.
Hi, I'm Jackie Combs. I'm the CEO of Morongo Basin Healthcare District, and we are so excited to have a fine food distribution site here in the Morongo Basin. We're very excited about working with Fine. What we've seen over time with our pantries locally is that these pantries are having to drive more than an hour away to Indio or San Bernardino in order to get food to bring it up here to our people up here need so much assistance with food, as does every community. So we're very excited about having Find Food Bank be up here and have this relationship.
Well, that is terrific news there to hear. Again, Find Food Bank expanding a new branch that'll be serving the high desert up in Yucca Valley. Joining me now, the president again and CEO of Find Food Bank, Debbie Espinosa. This is a big deal. You guys branching out with more facilities, more capabilities to serve the high desert. Tell us a little bit what this will mean.
For Find Food Bank being the regional food bank that serves the entire desert region, it is so important for us to ensure that we have equitable access to healthy, nutritious food all over our region. And so for us to be able to do it better up in the high desert region, in that Morongo Basin, Yucca Valley, 29 Palms, Joshua Tree area, it is so important for that community to also know that we are going to be there for them too as well. To have that branch up there, to give that equitable access, the easy access for those community members and those community agencies, so they don't have to come all the way down to Indio in order to be able to access the food, is so important for them. And to know that we're going to be there and that the community is going to be there for the clients that are food insecure. And just having that presence can add so much hope to people. During the pandemic, we were running 2 mobile pantries up there a month to Joshua Tree Elementary School, and the community was so supportive of us. We were having over 750 cars coming every other week to that Joshua Tree Elementary School location. And as we started to understand the community even better than what we had done before, we knew that we could not leave them even after the pandemic, even after the recovery. They need that up there, and so we are going to be there for them.
My parents-in-law live up in Yucca Valley, and we go up there all the time, and you can tell there are communities up there, and there are people, especially during the pandemic, that really need this help. And if you need this help, if you're, if you've lost that work, if you don't have the income, you're right, having to come down the hill is a big deal, and then you might just not have the gas or the cars. Not you don't feel safe. So having a facility is going to make a huge difference. How soon do you think this might actually be up and ready to help people up in the high desert?
Well, we're actually there already. Yes, 2 days ago we were actually starting to move food up into that facility. And we are just so thankful for the partnership that we have with the healthcare district to be able to make sure that both of our strong partnerships together, I mean, they have such a great presence in that community to be able to take care of them with their healthcare needs already. It was a natural partnership for Find Food Bank and the Morongo Basin Healthcare District to come together in order to make sure that both their medical needs, their health needs, their food needs, for them to be able to have the ability to thrive, within that community. For them to be able to just go there locally, and you mentioned it, the gas prices right now are going up. And many times people that are food insecure, they're having to make the trades between, do I pay for gas and sacrifice what it is that we're eating in order to be able to make sure that we can get to work or that we can get down to the areas that we need to get other things. They're making sacrifices between, do I eat or do I pay for rent? We don't want them to have to do that. We want you to be able to pay for your rent because we have this ability to be able to take the donated food, to be able to take the community and the donations that they're making today to be able to provide that food for them so they don't have to make the choices.
Well, it's great to see that they're not going to have to make that decision much longer, if not even right now. Look at what's going on here.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, isn't that awesome?
120.
I just saw the new number here, $120,650, people. You guys are seriously calling people on the phones.
Yeah.
We got some local elected representatives upstairs and downstairs in the offices outside the warehouse. You can call them too, 760-775-3663, the number right there on your screen. Thank you so much. I appreciate talking to you here tonight. Let's go back to Kayleen Thrope with more on the volunteering efforts from our local city leaders. Kayleen.
Thanks, Jeff. Joining me now is Palm Desert Mayor Pro Tem Jan HARNIK. Jan, thanks for joining us. Why is it so important to you to be a part of the telethon?
It's important to everybody, and it's important to everybody in Palm Desert. It's important to our city council and to every staff member at Palm Desert. We have a program called Unite Palm Desert, and we have been having food drives. We gave a very generous check, and we want to make sure that nobody goes to sleep hungry. We know there's so many people in need, and there's so much that we can do, and we want to make sure that we do it all.
That's so true. And you've been answering the phones tonight. How's it been going? Has there been anything that stood out to you? Someone that said something on the phone, a donation?
Well, it's so nice because everyone wants to help. Everyone's coming together and wants to help. And I can tell you, one standout is Kevin Stern from a real estate company in Palm Springs, and he said, I'm challenging everybody to give the most they can give. And he gave a very generous donation. So he challenged every realtor in the valley to give the most they can give.
Wow, that's incredible.
It's wonderful to see.
It is so wonderful. Thank you so much, Jan. We're going to toss it back to you, Jeff. Another look at our total right now.
Yeah, it's really exciting to always, you never know what you're going to see when you turn around and take a look at this big board. Again, your donations are really adding up and making a big difference. Oh, $125,700. I think that went up again. I could be wrong. $125,700 there. Give them a call, 760-775-3663. Again, we need you at home to step up to the plate tonight, help raise money for Find Food Bank. It's the largest hunger relief organization here in the desert, and they need the money. They basically need that to help deliver food to more than 150 food distribution sites over an area that covers 5,000 square miles. We're not just talking the Coachella Valley. We're talking about the high desert down to Anza Borrego, out to Blythe, to the Salton Sea. It's everywhere out here in the desert. They've got a huge area, 5,000 miles. You can donate. Again, call the number 760-775-3663. Any amount is appreciated, and it goes towards helping the Find Food Bank community. Now, we're going to have more exciting announcements. I've been tipped off that we've got a couple of real doozies that are coming up. Some big announcements still to come here in our hour on the air here. The 11th annual News Channel 3 Find Food Bank Telethon continues. Stay tuned.
Now, from the desert's news leader, you're watching the Find Food Bank Telethon on News Channel 3. Help us find a way to end hunger.
For me, Find is about the people. Volunteers excited to help, folks taking food to their neighbors who can't get out, seniors struggling to pay rent and buy food. I've seen the smiles. I've heard the thank yous, the God bless yous, from those receiving the food and from those giving it. There is no them or us at Find. It's all we. We're in this together, and we're all better for it. I'm thankful that I'm a member of the Find Food community, and I'm grateful that you are too.
Welcome back to the 11th annual Find Food Bank Telethon. I'm Jeff Stahl, along with Kayleen Thrope here tonight at the Find Food Bank massive warehouse in India. Big thank you again to Western Winds Foundation for that very generous donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We can't say thank you enough. Here's where our totals stand right now. We've been looking at the big board. Every time we look, it seems like it's a new surprise. $125,700 just in less than an hour that we've brought in for helping people around the Coachella Valley during this pandemic. A big thank you to everyone, and it's not too late, of course, for you to call 3663. Again, helping Find Food Bank feed the community non-perishable, nutritious food during this time of need. It's a big deal. You can call and donate all the way up until 11 o'clock tonight. Now, joining us live here, we've got the Rancho Mirage Mayor Pro Tem, Tim Weil. Thank you so much for being here. The food bank, you guys, I'm one of those people that read city council agendas. Not everybody does, but you guys have made a big deal about helping Find Food Bank to address this food problem during the pandemic. Thanks for being here. Why is the city so involved in this?
Well, it's extremely important to us, Jeff. I mean, we feel that it's, it's a civic responsibility. We take it very serious. Not only do we donate to the Find Food Bank, which is critical, but we also have a Great Plates program where, we have sponsor restaurants that provide meals that we deliver to needy senior citizens or people that can't get out and do shopping for themselves. And so we feel this is part of the pledge that we make to our community. And the Find Food Bank is just one of the very, very important aspects of our pledge.
Yeah, so the city council, it's not just you, but the entire city council says, hey, this is something we need to support, and you've steered a lot of money to try to help take care of people in the community that really need that help during this especially during this pandemic. So
absolutely. I mean, there's a number of people that can't get out, that have, frankly, health issues, and we feel it's critical that we have to help them. And I'm just delighted to be here. So far, I personally have gotten a lot of pledges, which are reflected on the board that you just quoted, and I hope that there are many, many more before the evening is over.
That Great Plates program is kind of cool in a couple of ways. I mean, it's helping people that are, in many cases, homebound people, seniors that can't leave their house, and it's also helping the businesses stay in business during this pandemic when there were closure orders.
That's exactly right, and so the program essentially is that we're keeping the restaurants alive during this time. In other words, those restaurants that have agreed to provide takeout food, we have sponsored them to the extent, runs roughly $2,000 a month per restaurant. They have said without the help of the city, there is no way that they would have been able to sustain this period. And so they basically provide 3 meals a day. We accept the responsibility along with them of delivering it. We take that upon ourselves. And it has been just overwhelming success. The type of response we get from the people, the gratitude, is amazing. And the number of people that can't get out, this is the only contact they have with people is when the food is delivered to their door each day.
It's good for their socialization. They can actually talk to somebody. So, and if you, as we're starting to go out to restaurants again, if you're going to a restaurant, you might actually have that Great Plates program to thank, because that restaurant might not have made it through this pandemic and literally shut down had it not been the help and the support, for example, from the community of Rancho Mirage and so many other communities. Thank you so much for being here with us today. And go answer those phones. Let's get some more big calls. You can call them too and make your donation. Okay. Thank you so much for being here with us.
Thank you, and we look forward to it.
Ted Wall, again, Mayor Pro Tem from Rancho Mirage. Let's go back to Kayleen Thrope. Another exciting announcement, I'm told, is about to be made. Kayleen.
That's right. Thanks, Jeff. I am so excited to announce Find Food Bank will be launching a brand new website in the near future. Joining me now is KAYLEEN Sullivan from Find Food Bank to tell us about it and some of the new features.
Yes, so we have several new features, including our Find Food page that will have a GPS map where you can search your address and find the closest Find Food site near you. That'll include our community mobile markets as well as our community agency partners, which are the soup kitchens, food pantries that we distribute food to. So food access will be much easier for people here. Yes,
that's going to be so helpful for the community. And how is that website going to help Find Food Bank?
Yes, so it'll help us reach more people. More people are going to be able to use the website more easily. It'll help us better serve those communities by they're going to be able to contact us better. We'll have online forms that will make it really easy easily to volunteer, sign up for our CalFresh case management program, just everything. And it'll bring us one step closer to reaching our goal really to end hunger locally here in the desert region.
That's so great, Kayleen. When is this going to be ready? When can the public start going on this new website?
We've all been waiting. It's set to launch the beginning of May. We've been working with JNS Next, a local creative marketing agency that's done an amazing job bringing FIND's vision to life. We really wanted to support local and support the desert's economy through this time, and we are thrilled with the results, and we're thrilled for you guys to see it.
Wow, thanks, Kayleen. I cannot wait to see the new website. We're going to toss it back to you, Jeff, with another announcement.
Yeah, thanks, Caitlin. I'm happy to announce that we have another generous. This is a donation of $40,000. $40,000 from Ralph's and Food for Less. Check out their story and why it's essential to support the Find Food Bank.
Ralph's and Food for Less are proud supporters of Find Food Bank. As part of our Zero Hunger, Zero Waste social impact plan, we are working to end hunger in our communities and eliminate waste within our company by the year 2025. Last year, Find Food Bank rescued more than 250,000 pounds of food from our stores in the Coachella Valley. That equals 210,000 meals for folks who need it the most. And for this year's telethon, Ralph's and Food for Less are pledging $40,000 to help Find Food Bank continue their great work in the community. Keep up the great work.
Ralph's and Food for Less, thank you for that generous support. $40,000 to Find Food Bank. Such a generous donation to support their essential efforts. Caitlin.
And it's so important, Jeff, because Find sources food locally, statewide, and from national sources. And it's thanks to partnerships with stores like Ralph's, where they are able to reduce food waste and bring that food directly to the hands of people who need it most.
We've been food rescuing for 38 years.
Find Food Bank is the largest food rescue and hunger relief organization in the desert. Find partners with 54 grocery stores like this Ralph's in Indio.
We donate food that is unsellable to the Find Food Bank, and they make sure that it gets in the hands of those that need it the most.
Find picks up the nutritious food from Ralph's 5 days a week, and in a matter of days, even hours, it's back into the community through Find's many distribution sites.
This location here in Indio donated in 2020 270,000 pounds of food to our local food bank. That equals 230,000 meals for the local community.
Not only does food rescuing help people in need, but it also helps our planet.
The fact that 40% of all food that's produced in the United States goes to waste. Well, 1 in 5 people in the community throughout the Coachella Valley may not know where their next meal is coming from.
All that waste accounts for 882 million tons of greenhouse gas emissions every year.
Last year in 2020, we rescued 9.7 million pounds of food.
This prevented the release of about 747,000 pounds of the greenhouse gas methane from landfills to go into our atmosphere.
Through Kroger and our partnership with Find Food Banks, we hope to end hunger and waste in our communities locally by the year 2025.
In Indio, Caitlin Thrope, News Channel 3.
And again, Jeff, it's such an incredible effort from Find Food Bank. In 2020, last year, again, they rescued 9 million pounds of food. And we know that Find Food Bank is distributing about 2 million pounds of food every single month. So that food is so needed. It's just truly incredible.
That is incredible. Demand jumping 125% last March just because so many people were thrown out of work. Certainly an amazing achievement. Congratulations to those volunteers and the staff there, again, at Find Food Bank. Joining us now, Indio City Council member Glenn Miller. You've been a consistent supporter, and the city, of course, has been a consistent supporter of Find Food Bank. Thanks for being here tonight. You're actually, are you upstairs, downstairs answering phones? How's that going?
Upstairs answering phones like I do every year since the telethon started. Been here, great supporter of Find Food Bank because of what they do for our community. So just, I'm honored to be here.
And now you've been answering phones. What are people saying? Are people just kind of call and say, I want to give money, or do they have a story? What do people say?
Most of them already know about Find in terms of what they've been able to do for our community. I mean, it's the outreach of Find Food Bank is felt throughout the Coachella Valley, just not the city of Indio. And the people are like, we know people that have gotten help. We want to help. A lot of $500 donations, a lot of $100 donations from people just want to help because they know what the Fine Food Bank does for our community.
That is really cool. And I'm told that you have an announcement, a donation announcement as well right now.
Right. The City of Indio was honored to give $30,000 to start.
Wow.
We will be looking at more, so we will be donating $30,000 on behalf of the City of Indio and our City Council members and Mayor Elaine Holmes. And then also our city manager, myself, Mark Scott, and myself will both be given $600 each to help with the cause. And I want to challenge all my elected officials throughout the Coachella Valley and throughout Southern California that are out there. Please donate to Fine Food Bank. It helps your community. And at the same time, the golf industry is 124 golf courses out here. You guys get on board and help Fine Food Bank. It's helping our community, and I want to challenge them all. Let's get out there and get it going.
Well, I just looked at the board again, and obviously your donations and the city's donations, those donations are really adding up. $160,000, $700 now. The number just keeps going up. I'm always amazed how quickly we can bring in money to help. Obviously, what most people, everybody out here have decided, this is a good organization, and it's proven itself over the past year. It's pretty cool to see.
And even needed more now. I mean, the amazing work that they've done, shifting gears from like about 100,000 people to almost 200,000 people. That's a major accomplishment on their half and a major underdoing. My hat's off to the Fine Food Bank, Debbie ESPINOSA, and her whole staff, because without them and the volunteers and the National Guard, this just wouldn't even happen.
Yeah. Well, hats off to the City of Indio. Thank you for your generous contributions. Again, $30,000 from the City of Indio. Thank you, Glenn Miller, with the City Council. Thanks so much for being here with us.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
Let's go back to Kayleen Thrope. You've got some more good news, I hear.
All right. More good news, and let's keep the donations coming. We just got a generous donation of $10,000 from the Agua Caliente Band of Cahuilla Indians. Here's why they chose to contribute tonight for our telethon.
Hello, I'm Tribal Vice Chairman Reed Milanovic. The Agua Caliente Band of Cahuilla Indians partnered over the past year with Sunrise Produce and the Fine Food Bank to combat food insecurity. Through that program, we provided more than 1 million pounds of fresh food to families throughout the Coachella Valley. Now, we need to come together as a community to maintain Fine Food Bank's mission of providing food services to those in need through 2021. Today, the Agua Caliente Band of Cahuilla Indians is pleased to provide a $10,000 donation to continue these important efforts.
And that's another donation to go towards our total. So you know it's time to check in with Jeff and see what our total is right now. Jeff.
Okay, it's always a surprise here on the big board. Thank you, Caitlin. Another donation, all that money, again, going to help the Fine Food Bank. Not only the Fine Food Bank, but everybody that's helped by Fine Food Bank. Let's go take another look at this total. $160,700, and I know that $80,000 is coming through, so this number just continues to soar. $160,700. A big thank you to everybody who's helped Fine Food Bank tonight. Again, these phones are going to be active until at least 11 o'clock tonight. You can give them a call, 760-775-3663. The phone line's open till 11 o'clock tonight. It's pretty cool, and we've been telling you that tonight you're at home. We've got more exciting announcements to share, and I think this is going to help Fine Food Bank meet that surge in demand that they've been facing. Let's go back to Kayleen Thrope again, because the announcements, as we get towards the end of this news broadcast, not news broadcast, but the telethon, we've got lots of announcements. Kayleen.
Well, I am so excited to be joined again by the president and CEO of Fine Food Bank, Debbie ESPINOSA, who has a major announcement for us. It's actually a major change happening to Fine Food Bank here in Indio. Share with us.
So I am humbled and honored to announce that one of our greatest supporters for many, many years now, the Houston Family Foundation, has made a very generous gift. This year, what they have decided to do was to donate 6 parcels of land to Fine Food Bank, recognizing our position as the regional food bank, serving so many people in our community, and the geographic space and region that we have. 6 parcels of land, which is almost 6 acres for Fine Food Bank to be able to expand out our facilities and to do other things in order to make sure that we can sustainably and continue to serve the community to the best ability we possibly have. That land donation was approximately a $2 million gift in value and we are very, very excited to bridge the community together to see what we can do in order to make sure that we use it to the best of our ability to continue to serve this community. And on top of that, the Houston Family Foundation has also donated another $50,000 this year to support Telethon 2021. It is amazing. We are so grateful for the support that they've given us and their belief in us to continue to make sure that we feed all of the people that are food insecure in our valley, and to ensure that people know that that the food bank's going to be there for them for many, many years to come.
Wow, thank you to the Houston Family Foundation. This is incredible. What do you plan on using that land for, and when can we start to expect construction to happen?
Well, what we need to do is we need to, make sure that we're using the land to the best of its ability. And so we're going to be doing surveying the community. Our board of directors will be putting together a strategic plan that will incorporate the land as part of our strategic plan. We'll be working with the city, we'll be working with the community, we'll be doing surveys to make sure that we understand what the needs of the community are, and then we'll go ahead and start making announcements as to how we'll be moving forward with it. But again, we are just so excited and so thankful and humbled for that gift that was given to us.
And as we wrap up our broadcast, any last words you'd like to say to the community, Debbie?
Thank you so much for everybody that has donated this evening. Thank you so much to all of the supporters. We are a country that has so many gifts that we have the ability to give, and hunger in our Coachella Valley and our desert region is just not acceptable for the amount of gifts that we have. So we really appreciate it. Thank you so much for all of your support, and thank you so much for FIND.
Thank you so much, Debbie, for all you do. We're going to toss it back over to Jeff for one last look at our total.
And this is pretty exciting, Caitlin. You got to see this number. It has jumped since the last time we gave you an update. Take a look at that. $336,665 has been raised for FIND Food Bank during this 11th annual FIND Food Bank Telethon right here on News Channel 3. It's not too late for you to call. The phone lines, we're going to be going off the air here in a couple of minutes, but the phone lines are open till 11 o'clock tonight, 760-775-3663. Write the number down, and as you enjoy primetime programming tonight, you can actually call all the way up till 11 o'clock. So keep calling. Thank you to those who've supported the cause tonight, and thank you for watching. I'm Jeff Stahl. Caitlin?
And I'm Caitlin Thrope. Have a great night, everyone. Thank you so much for supporting FIND Food Bank.